What seemed like gravel on the shore was filled with cocoons, nothing more. From water's edge to windbreak trees, small cocoons spread with utmost ease. I tread with care so none would break, and to the shore my steps I take. At water's edge where waves caress, white cocoons float in gentleness. Tread with care so none would break, and to the shore my steps I take. At water's edge where waves caress, white cocoons float in gentleness. This was the beach I'd heard of before, where a million butterflies once soared. On full moon nights cocoons would bloom, dancing till dawn, dispelling gloom. One cocoon shone with a gentle light. I took it in my hand, so slight, lighter than spring wind's tender touch, clearer than north wind, just as such. One cocoon shone with a gentle light. I took it in my hand, so slight, lighter than spring wind's tender touch, clearer than north wind, just as such. The cocoon seemed to call to me as I reached out compellingly, more fleeting than the morning mist. A sweet scent in the air persists. The winter sea was rough and wild, cold spray upon the cocoon piled. I longed to shelter and defend, but left it there, its fate to mend. One cocoon shone with a gentle light. I took it in my hand, so slight, lighter than spring wind's tender touch, clearer than north wind, just as such. One cocoon shone with a gentle light. I took it in my hand, so slight, lighter than spring wind's tender touch, clearer than north wind, just as such. Cocoon shone with gentle light. I took it in my hand, so slight, lighter than spring wind's tender touch, clearer than north wind, just as such. A cocoon shone would call to me as I reached out compellingly, more fleeting than the morning mist. A sweet scent in the air persists. The winter sea was rough and wild, cold spray upon the cocoon piled. I longed to shelter and defend, but left it there, its fate to mend. A large moon hung in the sky so high, as if to signal the world's goodbye, covering a third of the sky's expanse. A deep red moon did float and dance. I was gazing at the moon's bright light, sitting beside you to your right. I gently placed my left hand down on your small firm knee without a frown. You held my hand in yours so tight, enveloping it with both hands bright. Responding to my heart's pure plea, you wrapped it tenderly, holding me. I took your hand, we walked in cheer along the path that lined the pier. My heart felt full, emotions flowed, feelings for you in my heart glowed. You pulled my hand, a whisper clear, words meant for only us to hear. You're madly in love with me, I see. How about you? I whispered near. You squeezed my hands and smiled with glee. All I left was just one life. The only way to repay you right was by protecting you, my dear, through every challenge, every fear. I was fulfilled by you, so fine. Madly in love, your heart was mine. But all I had was my life, you see. I felt inadequate, loving thee. A large moon hangs in the sky, as if to signal the world's goodbye. By covering a third of the sky, a deep red moon did float so high. All I had was just one light. The only way to repay you right was by protecting you, my dear, through every challenge, every fear. I was fulfilled by you, so fine. Madly in love, your heart was mine. But all I had was my life, you see. I felt inadequate, loving thee.
Beneath the mask of an adult stoic face, the boy in me trembles seeking grace. Through countless battles I've persevered, inside this armor strong and revered, a tender heart cowers fragile and embraced. You appeared in my slumber serene and bright, in the unguarded sleep of a spring night. Sweet scents and fresh breezes you did bring, your ample bosom against my back, a comforting thing. Our fingers intertwined, holding tight. You appeared in dreams again and again, in my dry sleep where hope had been slain. To my withered heart lost dreams you bring, a shining rainbow's gentle ring, your wet black hair and sunsets cling. Just like in the days of my youth, I long for you, a girl so sweet and couth. Casting off this tainted mask I wear, with feelings vulnerable and bare, I wanna be near your heart in truth. Oh, with the heart of a boy, pure and true, I wanna love you, a girl anew. Shedding this heavy armor at last, with thoughts trembling unsurpassed. I long to touch your heart through and through. With the heart of a boy, pure and true, I wanna love you, a girl anew. Shedding this heavy armor at last, with thoughts trembling unsurpassed. I long to touch your heart through and through.
In hopes of a cool breeze, I ventured out to the beach on a summer afternoon spot, but met with hot winds, salty and dense, and storms blazing bright, the heat intense on this summer shore. Left behind in bed fisherman mending his snare. The waves watch the line where land meets the sea, endlessly simply for eternity. They're simply for eternity.
At sea, just moments ago, held an old fisherman's boat in tow. But now it's white, so still, so serene, as if the boat was just a dream. Waves bring shells of rainbow hue to a girl's feet in view. They rush to touch a toe so small, shy away, afraid to fall. Winter sea, so cold and clear, the girl lets the wind take her hair near. A part of the gloomy sky splits wide. Sunlight beams through, piercing with pride. In the blink of an eye, clouds drift and glide, like puddles formed where raindrops collide, spreading sideways far and wide. The sky keeps growing, can't be denied. Beyond the clouds, the blue sky lies, a gateway leading to the universe. People drawn to their earthly ties, their hometowns where their heart lies. But did I come from the sky so high? The sky beckons, catching my eye. Beyond the clouds, the blue sky waits, a path leading to cosmic gates. People pinned to earthly fates, unable to leave for their starry maze. leading to cosmic gates. People pinned to earthly fates, unable to leave for their starry mates. The sky's embrace, I can't relate. The sky rejects, sealing my fate. Beyond the gloom, the cloudy veil lights my home, the cosmic trail. In an instant, the sky starts to wail, and I am drenched by the heavy hail. Large tears from the sky prevail, flowing down my cheeks, a sorrowful tale.
Way back with the moon behind. When shadow lays ahead, only mine. Black and long it clings and stays, firmly stuck to the ground and lays. Coming way back with the moon behind. One shadow lays ahead, only one. Black and long it clings and stays, firmly stuck to the ground and lays.
But still warm, my sister softly said, as we gather round our father's bed, our hands upon his silent chest, feeling life's warmth not yet at rest. His mouth with teeth so large and bright reminded us of his laughing light. In dark blue or sheen was silk array, in plain wood coffin gently laid. We'd rest his shoulders, bent his arms, his gentle smile still held its charms. Warm still, we felt his frame, while knowing nothing stayed the same. Father, just like that you're gone, your warmth fading with the dawn. Yet in our hearts you'll always be. Warm love, rememberlessly. Remember endlessly, listen. Father, just like that you're gone, your warmth fading with the dawn. Yet in our hearts you'll always be. Warm love, remember relentlessly. In a long tunnel I walked on and on, through darkness deep, where light had gone. No ground in sight, just blackness profound. No sense of day or night around. Time stood still in its lightless space. How long I've been here I can't trace. More than days or weeks it seemed, less than lifetimes or so I dreamed. My steps were light as I moved ahead in the darkness. Through the night I tread. At times I couldn't move at all. No night, no day, just a frozen stall. Time sat still without a sound, and so I sat with time unbound. Time stayed put, just sitting there, and so I sat in the stillness there. Forward I walked, or so I thought. Through darkness deep, my path I sought. Believing forward was my guide. No front or back could I decide. In darkness where time turned to stone, I trusted in my strength alone. Forward I walked, or so I thought. Through darkness deep, my path I sought. Believing forward was my guide. No front or back could I decide. In darkness where time turned to stone, I trusted in my strength alone. Forward I believed was the way. This faith in self would not betray. I walked through fields that gleamed so bright, yet in the tunnel there was no light. In the darkness everything lay. No dream, no truth, no night, no day. Time stood still, refusing to move, but the dark couldn't block or soothe. Illusions and reality fused as one. Illusions and reality under no sun. All this tunnel endless I must tread. Through blackness where I wander. Am I moving still or stuck instead? Life's meaning I can scarce ponder. Time vanished in this lightless realm. Darkness took all, overwhelmed. Oh, everything both here and gone seemed just the same as I walked on. Where time turned to stone, I trusted in my strength alone. Forward I walked, or so I thought. Through darkness deep, my path I sought. Believing forward was my guide. No front or back could I decide. In darkness where time turned to stone, I trusted in my strength alone.
Once again, a foot of light falls from its span. In the dim cave shadow hall, a faint sigh echoes a silent call. Stagnant and begins to sway as another light fades away. Beneath a few remaining fruits, taken and gathering pursuit. Seeking light that's almost gone. Dark and cluster holding on. Faces lit by the fruit's sweet glow. Sick and weary their illness shows. In the pale light bodies bare. Ugly forms in disrepair. Bodies ugly and decayed, in gentle radiance sway. The air is betrayed, with massive breaths swaying. Their excretions foul the ground as another fruit falls down. I once more without a sound, a fruit of light, heaven bound. One more falls, oh one more, a fruit of light hits the floor. Faces lit by the fruit's sweet glow. One soundscapes the pit.
When I close my eyes alone in the night, that person appears from the side. In the midst of memories, hazy and slow, the shadow in the faintest glow. Smiling face, my thoughts to that image race. When I listen closely, with my heart see a person's voice, I begin to hear in the voice of memories, clear and bright, words that bring back the light. Voice begins to fade, starts to evade, like a picture melting in the tears that person from my memory clears. Person is sinking low, to deep loneliness they go, holding back tears, trying not to cry. Trembling, I watch them disappear inside.
The lights on the opposite shore are flickering, leaking from the windows of the buildings, disturbing hearts with its bright glare, dancing on ripples, floating there. That moment then, my fate was sealed, no way to mend. Destiny struck, I was undone. Everything ended, my race run. I lost my love, I lost my hope, I lost my all. In that moment, it all was gone. Moment, my heart is torn. The lights of the harbor are drifting, every warm light are flickering. Each tiny flame, a human life, warm beacons in the darkness rife. That moment past, I persevered, survived the fate that I once feared, accepting what life had in store. I made it here to this new shore. I lost it all of love and hope, but through survival, learn to cope. I've come this far through loss and pain, and even that moment no longer remains. nothing stays. The lights of life reflect and play. Yellow lights from windows tall sway on the waves. They rise and fall. The lights of the harbor are flickering. The lights of the harbor are flickering. Where nothing stays. The lights of life reflect and play. Yellow lights from windows tall sway on the waves, they rise and fall.
Under moonlight gentle glow, I lay on the cusp of sleep, time heavy and slow. Bathed in lunar rays, I drift away, surrendering to the night's soft show. The light surrounds, abundant and bright, flooding the slumbering town below. It wraps around me, a cosmic sight, as if to melt me in its silver flow. Moonbeams seep into every pore, piercing through skin, a luminous stream. My body turns transparent, I soar, merging with moonlight, or so it would seem. Oh, could I become light, pure and free? Return to the moon, my celestial home, without waiting for some distant day. I'll become moonlight and drift away. So away and drift away.
The guitar plays all on its own. We're on the only done in a cramped room, just 4.5 past. Leaning in the corner, that's where it's at. Today again, the guitar sings its song. We're on Clean all night long. In a room slung to the walls floor, night deep in